The following contest is a no disqualification match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Pineville, West Virginia, weighing 242 pounds, Heath Slater.
Well, where Heath Slater goes, controversy always seems to follow, especially last week. In his second match against Antonio Banderas, Heath trying to get retribution against Banderas, but as has happened in the past, out of nowhere, Michael Tarver appears, aiding Heath Slater. And inadvertently costing Slater to be disqualified and handing Banderas his second win over Heath Slater. Thus brings us to where we are tonight.
Introducing his opponent, from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 230 pounds, Alberto Banderas.
Well, I've said a number of times, I don't think we've seen the best of Alberto Banderas yet, and with 2 wins over Heath Slater, I think he's backed it up.
Well, I don't know what kind of battles Alberto Banderas had in Mexico, but I can promise you one thing. Nothing that ever happened to him in that country will have prepared him for the wrath of Heath Slater in a no disqualification matchup.
Well, that's a key word. Abraham Washington declaring this a no disqualification match. Anything goes, which is kind of scary if you think about it. I mean, you know, who knows if Michael Tarver's lurking around the building, you know, and if he does something, it won't matter.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, Saxton. Last week's matchup, we saw it was interrupted by Tarver and Angel. And hang on a minute.
Oh, wait.
I'll stop in my tracks. What is Banderas playing at?
That's a no disqualification match. What do you expect?
That's called cheap, Saxton.
It's
glancing a chair under the ring in anticipation of poor old Heath Slater in the ring now.
Oh, yeah, but I guarantee you, had Heath Slater grabbed that chair, you would have been all about it.
This one could be over before it even begins.
The FCW Arena wants Alberto Banderas to use the chair, and I think he's going to appease their request.
Heath Slater, pain etched on his face, grimacing, and I'm not surprised. Cold hard steel into the ribs.
Look at Alberto Banderas.
Oh, he's a big man now, isn't he? He's just hit Heath Slater with the chair. Very smart by Slater. Look at that, sliding out the way of the chair.
In the nick of time, and watch Alberto into the steel railing.
Head first.
My gosh!
Kamikaze dive.
Take another look just in the nick of time. Heath Slater slid out of the way to avoid the chair, but Banderas, so agile, so quick, spearheading, crashing into Heath Slater, who in turn crashes into that steel guardrail.
Well, Alberto Banderas, clearly no regard for his own safety on that one.
And Slater is out.
You know, I fear for the well-being of Heath Slater in this matchup. He has been hit from pillar to post already, and we've only just got started. No countouts, they're on the outside of the ring. The ref can't do anything about it.
Alberto Banderas showing a different side, and just got introduced to the steel steps at ringside.
And Slater may well have bought himself the breathing room he so desperately needs.
Alberto Banderas has never competed in an FCW match of this nature, no disqualification, against arguably the top superstar currently on the FCW roster.
Well, it was a Pearl Harbor start. Throw everything but the kitchen sink at Heath Slater, but he's made a real pig's ear of it, and look at Slater now, he's in the ascendancy.
Slater removing those steel steps. Hate to imagine what could be circulating throughout his mind.
And now for some tricks of his own. What is Slater after?
And now Slater with the chair. Devious intentions in mind, no doubt.
Well, this looks very, very ominous right now. I don't know what he has in mind, but it does not look good.
Watch Banderas! Drop kick into the chair, into the face, and once again, Heath Slater's body goes crashing into that steel guardrail.
Well, Slater's head ricocheted off the chair, straight into the steel guardrail. Double impact.
Oh, you hear that kick? something over here.
These two men must feel nothing but hatred for each other. You know, this kind of matchup is one you desperately avoid. It takes years off your career, damages your earning potential, but that is the hatred that they have for each other. Do nothing but damage each other. That's why they're here.
And now Banderas trying to finish whatever project was started by Heath Slater on the outside of the ring, and now it's Slater who gets the upper hand. And that's the one thing you got to watch about in a match like this. I mean, each time either superstar has tried to set up for something clearly violent, the other one's been able to recover and stop that superstar in his tracks, as Slater not maybe getting the win.
Well, the reins have been taken off both men tonight. No restrictions, no DQs. Fill your boots, boys.
Slater just pushing the body, shoving the head of Banderas with his foot, showing the disdain that Slater has for Banderas. Remember, this is 2 wins. 2 wins Alberto Banderas now has over Heath Slater, and Slater has been incensed by that fact. What? Gosh!
Knockout kick, Saxton. That has to be it.
Did that just happen?
That is athleticism. It knows no bounds, Saxton.
Alberto Banderas running insecurity, and yet again, the scene repeats itself. Slater in pain on the outside, and what is Banderas doing now?
No idea. Both men covered in bruises, and that's just the damage we can see.
Oh my gosh.
He's Slater in a horrible position.
Oh no, you don't.
Scratches all over his body.
You don't think Banderas?
I've no idea what he's got in mind. Slater very wisely getting off those chairs.
Well, that could have been a career-ending had Banderas connected.
That's exactly what Banderas had in mind. He wants to see the end of Heath Slater.
Well, Heath Slater, call it experience, call it veteranism, call it what you want, but right place, knowing where he was, and getting out of the way, and in turn buying himself some recovery time here.
Slater now, there is weapons around him. Look at the steps, sharp steel.
Well,
chairs around
from the beginning of this match, I mean, we saw Banderas grab a steel chair, and we saw the steel steps utilized, and now, oh my gosh. Slater has Banderas on those steel steps. Is he going for a pile driver? No, reverse! Oh my gosh, reverse! Slater's body just went crashing through those steel steps.
Look at the twisted steel chairs. That was Slater's back that did that. Oh, solid steel, bent and twisted.
Take another look at Slater apparently going for a pile driver or something hurtful on those steel steps. Banderas reversing, and Slater's lifeless body crashing through those steel chairs.
Yeah, both men walking on a knife edge in this one. Full one-way success, full the other, and you're down and out. And unfortunately for Heath Slater, he picked the wrong side of the knife to fall on.
And Slater's body just trying to untangle himself from those multiple steel chairs on the outside. Imagine the pain radiating throughout Heath Slater's body right now.
I'm amazed he can even get up after that one, Saxton.
And Banderas.
Still, both men have the will to win this match, though, and you have to admire that quality.
Banderas trying to shoot back Slater. Red, who amazingly is able to land on his feet. Reversed by Banderas, countered by Slater, who hits the steel chair.
Look at Heath Slater, twisted, contorted in the corner.
Not awesome for Slater, who's down and out.
Here is your winner, Alberto Banderas.
How good is Alberto Banderas? 3-0 against Heath Slater.
I don't care what they say about Banderas. If he can come through a match like that against Heath Slater, then he is something special, and that is a fact, Byron Saxton.
Take another look. Back and forth action, bodies bruised, damaged, and in the end, a quick counter, quick thinking, quick reversal by Alberto Banderas sends Heath Slater into the steel chair and sends Alberto Banderas to victory. Folks, coming up next is FCW Divas as Naomi Knight takes on AJ Lee. Man, what a match! We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Queen of FCW, Mia Mancini.